Hey guys, my name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance on my other channel. On this channel, I talk about other things, like today when I'll be reviewing the new Nollywood film, King of Thieves. When a new king is sworn in Ajeranmi, the kingdom starts being terrorized by a group of thieves led by Agesinkole, a ruthless tyrant who believes he has the right to steal. King of Thieves is a film purely in Yoruba language and it's directed by Adebayo and Adebayo Salami. Now, I was really looking forward to seeing this movie because the trailer, first of all, was really good. It was very captivating, and because it's a film, a Yoruba film on like mythology and like folk tales and whatnot, and we don't see many of those types of films in the cinemas. Typically, they come out on streaming platforms or on Africa Magic Yoruba, so it felt like it was going to be something really different. And the premiere of this movie a week ago was a spectacle. The outfits, the horses, they really spent money. So lots of people have been really keen on seeing this movie. That said, let's talk about the performances in King of Thieves. Femi Adebayo. Femi Adebayo is a great actor. I think the last movie I saw him in was Charge and Bail last year, I think. Anyway, in this film, he plays Agesinkole and Adeoye, a being with mystical powers who goes around ravaging and robbing the kingdom of Ajeranmi for reasons best known to him. And that's the predominant question in this movie. You're wondering why he's doing all this. What's his motivation? Why is he terrorizing these people, right? And I really like when an actor goes out of their comfort zone to deliver a very different kind of performance. And Femi Adebayo does this. His makeup, his line delivery, his entire look in this film is very impressive, and he's one of the better things that you'll enjoy when you see this movie, or if you see this movie, I should say. Odunlade Adekola. In this film, Odunlade plays Adegbite, the king of Ajeranmi Kingdom, and he's really just stressed out by the terror that Agesinkole is inflicting on the kingdom. And Odunlade was good. This was the first time I'm seeing him in a movie where he's not a funny guy. I don't think he cracked a single joke in this movie, and that kind of caught me off guard. His performance was okay, but I think I expected more, but I didn't get more, not because of Odunlade himself, but because of what I think the story required. The story didn't require him to do more than he actually did, and that was a bit of a letdown. For example, I was expecting like a big showdown between the king and Agesinkole, but it didn't really happen. Something happened, but what I expected didn't happen. Toyin Ibrahim plays Mobonuola, the queen of Ajeranmi Kingdom, who also happens to be a witch. And I think her performance was good, right? But for her as well, I was expecting some jokes, but I didn't get that. I think the challenge or the issue is that because I've seen Odunlade and Toyin Ibrahim in so many comedic roles, I was expecting a few jokes in this film, but this is not that type of film. This is a serious film. So aside from there not being any jokes, her performance was good. She had a scene with Femi Adebayo, which I felt was her more powerful performance, or scene rather, in this movie. Lateef Adedimeji plays Abegunde, a vigilante in this film, who is one of the people sent to defeat Agesinkole, and his scenes were funny. He brought some jokes to the movie, although his role wasn't as big as I thought it would be. Speaking of which, Brother Shaggy and Mr. Macaroni were also in this film, but they didn't have many scenes either, which was a bit painful because I followed them on Instagram and I saw them going to go and film their scenes during the making of this film, and they actually did film a lot, but not many of their scenes made it into the film, sadly enough. But for the one or two scenes that they were in, they were actually quite good. Someone else that wasn't in this film actually was Iyabo Ojo. She was at the premiere and everyone was talking about her look and her pictures from the premiere, so for some reason I thought she was in the movie as well, but she wasn't apparently. Now, a special mention goes out to Ibrahim Chatta. I'd never heard of him prior to this movie, but apparently he's very big in the Yoruba Nollywood space. He has over 2 million followers on Instagram, and in this film he plays Oguntade, and he had some really good scenes with Femi Adebayo's character in the movie. The only downside is I wish they did more with the character, because he had several things going on for him in the film, but we just didn't see the conclusion or the culmination of some of the things going on with that character. Hey guys, before I go on, real quick, do me a favor and like this video by clicking on the like button, and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. You know where both of them are, so please take a couple of seconds to do that. Now, let's dive back into the review. What I liked the fact that this was an indigenous story, you know, Yoruba mythology, Nigerian folk tale. We don't see many films like this in our big cinemas here in Nigeria. Typically films like this, they get made quite all right, but they come out on streaming platforms or they go out on Africa Magic. So it was nice to see a film like this coming to the cinemas. I also liked the cinematography. It was very impressive. The huge set pieces, the extras did a good job, the wardrobe, the makeup, the slow-mo that was used, and the drone shots. I felt like they weren't overused, so they're used in just the right amount. So visually, this film was actually quite good, and kudos to the cinematography in this film. What I didn't like: characters and subplots in this movie, some of them I felt could have been better developed. In a few cases, it felt like things were just left hanging up in the air. For instance, Oguntade's character, we're introduced to another woman at some point in the movie, but she's not even brought up or mentioned later on. And also with King Adegbite and Queen Mobonuola, there was a conflict there where, you know, when he discovers that she's actually a witch, he gets really upset, but they don't really do much with that, and it felt like there was a backstory to why he was upset that his wife was a witch, and how he didn't know all these years that his wife was a witch, but that wasn't addressed. And I feel like it was a case of they actually filmed, you know, scenes to explain all these things or to better develop these characters and these subplots, but because they wanted to contain the movie to a certain runtime, lots of things were chopped out of the movie. I feel that's what happened at the end of the day. Next, the visual effects. It's weird because at some points the visual effects were actually impressive, like on Femi Adebayo's character's face, you know, with the lights and his eyes and all that. That was impressive. And also when some characters would teleport or just appear in certain places, that was impressive to me. But there are other parts of the film where the VFX looked rather tacky, like with the snakes and one or two other places. So because of that, I'm adding it to the things that I didn't particularly like about this film. Who should see it? See King of Thieves if you love Yoruba films, you know, the kinds that they show on Africa Magic Yoruba or even online. I think you'll enjoy this film if you're in that category. Also, if you like films on folk tales and Yoruba mythology, you'll probably enjoy this film as well. Finally, if you're a big fan of the actors in this film, you know, Femi Adebayo, Odunlade, Toyin, Ibrahim, Lateef Adedimeji, I think you'll enjoy this movie as well. This movie is not for everyone. If you're just managing contemporary Nollywood films, then I don't think this will be your cup of tea. Luckily, this film will have its own audience, particularly people who live in the southwest, not necessarily in Lagos. I'm talking places like Ogun, Oyo, Ekiti, and so on, where they have cinemas too these days. I think this film will do very well in such places, and I also think that once this film gets on a streaming platform like Netflix, the Nigerians in diaspora, particularly the Yorubas in diaspora, will really see this film in big numbers. Now, something that I found kind of funny about this film was that Cinema Pointer, a reviewer on Instagram, gave this movie like a fantastic review. In fact, it felt a bit like a sponsored post, and they alluded to this film being like Nigeria's best attempt at being nominated for an Oscar in like the best foreign film category. And I was like, dude, come on, this film was okay at best. Let's not bring the Oscars into this. So I reiterate, if you plan on seeing this film, ask around. It really isn't everyone's cup of tea. Only if you are in a certain category that you will actually enjoy this film. At least that's my thinking or my opinion anyway. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed this movie review, please like it by clicking on the like button just underneath the video. You know where it is. And subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the red subscribe button. Many of you watching, chances are you haven't done either of those things. So once again, please like this video by clicking on the like button and subscribe to my channel as well and turn on notifications. On this channel, I don't just do Nollywood movie reviews. I also talk about relationships, and I have some pretty dope relationship videos, if I do say so myself. You can check them out by clicking the card in the corner of the screen or heading to my channel and just clicking on the videos tab to see all my videos. Finally, if you're into personal finance, saving and investing for young people, I encourage you to check out my personal finance channel, which I will link down in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been awesome. Let me know if you've seen King of Thieves, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.